March 2026. Didn't watch much, only 6 movies watched, every movie watched for the first time, no rewatches. Let's recap what I watched. Raging bullshit. I swear Martin Scorsese is the most overrated director of all time. Taxi Driver, The Departed, and Raging Bull all are treated as legendary movies, but to me, they're just alright. I found the characters in this movie just completely insufferable to watch, as they were all just kind of pieces of shit. I mean, Jake, his brother, even Jake's wife, horrible people. I did not like a single character in this movie. The story was also just boring to watch, nothing really exciting happened, and boxing just kind of felt like a side plot rather than the main plot. It kind of just told the story of Jake LaMotta just being a terrible person to everyone involved in his life. And then once Jake got fat and started kissing 14-year-old girls, I just got so uninvested with the story and could not care less. Raging Bull, 2 out of 5 stars. I've technically watched this movie in the past, but I wasn't the most locked in and I can't even remember if I fully finished it. So yeah, I consider this my first time watching the entirety of Fight Club. And it was pretty good. It's regarded as one of the best movies of all time, which I personally believe couldn't be farther from the truth. But it was a pretty entertaining and enjoyable movie to watch. There's definitely some deep and hidden meaning that I didn't fully grasp my first time watching it, so I probably will rewatch this in the near future. I do find the story of Fight Club as well as the characters to be very interesting and entertaining to watch. I really do enjoy Fincher's dark and eerie directing style, whether it be for Fight Club, Zodiac, Seven, or Gone Girl. He's probably one of the best directors of all time. However, I do believe that this movie is a bit overrated, as it's regarded as one of the best movies of all time, which I personally disagree with. It's not even Fincher's best movie. Fight Club, 3.5 out of 5 stars. Now, I know I just said Martin Scorsese is the most overrated director of all time, and I still believe that, but I will admit that The Wolf of Wall Street is a very good movie. It's honestly kind of refreshing to see a Scorsese movie that's not a gangster/mob movie. This movie is 3 hours long, and while I do believe that a lot of the scenes in this movie were completely unnecessary to the story, I was so invested and entertained with each one. Probably one of Scorsese's most lighthearted films. The dialogue to this movie was amazing, and it was also a bit humorous, which is a change for a Scorsese movie. It kind of reminded me of a Quentin Tarantino script without all the feet. Also, Leo not getting an Oscar for this is insane. So many of his scenes throughout this movie were so much fun to watch, and he is truly one of the best actors of all time. Not to mention, Jonah Hill also did an amazing job with his character Donnie. However, one thing that really pissed me off, and I think everyone can agree on this, was the editing. One frame, Jordan would be holding a glass of wine, and then it cuts, and then there would be no glass in his hand. The movie was very choppy and cut very poorly. Other than that, not much to complain about. It was a great movie. Wolf of Wall Street, 4 out of 5 stars. We've all got to start somewhere. So going into this, I wasn't expecting much considering that it's Christopher Nolan's first movie and it's only an hour long. I don't believe that this is Christopher Nolan's worst movie, as I still have a deep and passionate hatred for Tenet. Fuck that movie. But Following is definitely a rough movie. The first maybe 5 minutes of the movie had me hooked, and then from that point on, it was just an absolute bore to watch. I don't mind slow burn movies as long as the characters are interesting, but that's the problem, none of these characters are interesting. Bill is just a weird and aspiring writer, and then Cobb, nothing much is going on up there. It's very difficult to have a slow burn movie with characters that aren't necessarily the most entertaining to watch. Nothing really exciting happened until the end of the movie, which was also a bit confusing. I didn't really understand the ending, but I also just didn't really care to understand it. Following, 2.5 out of 5 stars. The new movie starring Ryan Gosling, Project Hail Mary. I made a video reviewing the whole movie, so there's not much I can say about it that I haven't said before. It's a great movie with some of the most amazing cinematography as well as visual effects that I've ever seen. The movie's over 2.5 hours long, yet it went by so quickly. Pretty amazing movie to watch, especially in IMAX, and I highly recommend everyone to go see it, especially while it's still in theaters. Project Hail Mary, 4 out of 5 stars. Last movie of the month, The Usual Suspects. It was a good movie. I do believe that it's a bit overrated as it's regarded as one of the best crime movies of all time, which it is not. Probably Reservoir Dogs would take that spot for me, but it was certainly a decent movie. I got a bit lost during parts of it because a lot of the characters talked really fast and there was a lot of information to take in, but I did find the main plot of the story to be extremely interesting. One thing I do want to point out is that every single character in this movie was extremely entertaining to watch. Keaton, McMahon, Fenster, Verbal, I forgot the other guy. All just such well-written characters and extremely enjoyable to watch on the screen. Also, let me just say the plot twist was amazing. Unfortunately, I did get it spoiled a few months ago, so I went into this movie knowing what the ending would be. The Usual Suspects certainly wasn't the best, but it certainly is not a bad movie. I will probably be rewatching this movie again in the near future to pick up on any details or information that I might have missed. The Usual Suspects, 3.5 out of 5 stars. That's it, 6 movies watched in March. What's the movie of the month? Well, it's either between Project Hail Mary or Wolf of Wall Street. 2 completely opposite movies, which I both enjoyed very much. I do lean a bit more towards The Wolf of Wall Street, as it was just so much fun to watch. Not that The Wolf of Wall Street was necessarily a better movie than Project Hail Mary, I just had a lot more fun watching The Wolf of Wall Street. The characters, the story, the dialogue, everything felt so real and entertaining to me. The Wolf of Wall Street, movie of the month for March of 2026. Anyways, that's basically it. I'm not sure what movies I plan to watch in April of 2026. I also just got this disc, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I've been wanting to watch this for the longest time, so this will probably be my next watch. The drama starring Zendaya as well as Robert Pattinson is releasing next week, which I will be going to see in theaters, which I am very excited for. But yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya.